they did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. Oh, light. Yeah. Oh, light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Good morning. Our prelude was I Am Light. Beautiful, wasn't it? Today is November 1st, All Saints' Day, and the first day of the return to standard time. Maybe others were surprised this morning when they turned on their phone to discover they could have stayed in bed for an extra hour. I certainly was. Too much frivolity celebrating Halloween night, I guess, last night. My name is Barbara Wallace, and I am currently serving as the Vice President of the Board and your service leader this morning. Others in today's service are the Reverend Victoria Ingram, who is preaching, Tim Versteeg, who is reading the story for all ages. Our musicians today are Cindy Carey and Pat Dickinson, and the technical team is Tim Versteeg and John Elliott. We welcome you today, whatever the circumstances of your life, in the many ways we identify as people, in the diversity of how we love and live. In this house of faith, we are included as we search for the truth, build community, and strive to make the world a better place for all. We are not the first people on this land, and others will follow. The stewardship of the original peoples preserved this place for future generations. We are connected to the web of all existence, and it behooves us to honor these people by acknowledging this connection and preparing for the future. We commit ourselves to righting the wrongs of the past, creating respectful relationships with the Indigenous peoples, and to shaping a future of equal opportunity and possibility for us all. We gather with these words by Laura Thompson. Across the distance, the light from within me shines, sending love to all. Across the distance, your light is fuel that warms me and helps to keep my own light burning. Together, we keep the flame of our community burning bright.
Please join me in reciting together our chalice lighting words. May this flame be our light of friendship and love.
The days be dark with storms, and burdens weigh my heart. Though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. When sorrow heaves my soul, and burdens make me strong, though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. My family in my heart, my friends in my song, though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. And though the journey is long, the destination is near, though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. So friends, take my hand, and family, sing my song. When hope awaits at every turn, I know we will go on.
So this morning's service is going to involve the topic of slogging on, which Reverend Victoria is going to be speaking to us about later. You know, we're all kind of there right now with COVID, just trying to put one foot in front of the other, or as our story this morning, Memoirs of a Goldfish would put it, trying to put one fin in front of the other. Our story is by Devlin Sisselin and Tim Bowers. Day 1, I swam around my bowl. Day 2, I swam around my bowl twice. Day 3, I swam around my bowl. I thought about taking a nap, but fish don't sleep. So I swam around my bowl. Day 4, I got some company today. I don't like the looks of him one bit. He doesn't say anything. He just bubbles. Day 5, Mr. Bubbles still hasn't said a word. He just looks at me. I said hello today, and he said, he's creepy. Day 6 today, my bowl looks like a garden. There are a bunch of plants in here now. I guess I'll have to water them. Great. Day 7, Mr. Bubbles and I now have company. He's a snail. He says his name is Mervyn, and he likes to eat the slime off the inside of the bowl. He's disgusting. Day 8. Things are getting very crowded. While watering the plants, I met a crab named Fred. I offered him my fin and he nearly cut it off. Even Mr. Bubbles is afraid of him. Fred says I should stay on my side of the bowl. I said, look, the whole bowl is my side of the bowl. He snapped his claw and Mervyn fainted. I gotta get out of here. Day 9, that does it. My bowl now contains a sunken pirate ship, 2 guppies named Rhoda and Clark, and an angelfish named Cha-Cha who says she's from Hollywood. I can't turn around without bumping into something. At least Mervyn is happy. There's more gunk on the side of the bowl every day. Day 10, this is ridiculous. I was trying to find room for a swim today when Rhoda and Clark told me they're going to have babies soon. Like there's room for that. Fred knocked Mr. Bubbles over and he became tangled in the plants. Cha-Cha said she couldn't help with Mr. Bubbles but needed me to apply her sunscreen. The sides of the bowl are covered in slime and Mervyn says he's too full to eat anymore. Yuck. Day 11. I'm a nervous wreck. Trying to avoid Fred, I turned around quickly this morning and came face to face with my reflection in a mirror. I nearly jumped out of my gills. I don't even look like myself anymore. I need to relax. Day 12. I've had it. Rhoda and Clark were racing around the bowl. Fred was fighting with Mr. Bubbles. Mervyn kept belching. And Cha-Cha told me I was standing in her light. I just lost it. This is my bowl, I screamed. I want my bowl back. Day 13. Today I got my wish, sort of. With a whoosh and a splash and a clank and a plunge, I was suddenly in a very tiny bowl of clear, pure water. It was small, but it was all mine. It was heavenly. I swam around my new bowl twice. But I started to wonder what had happened to everyone. When I last saw Mr. Bubbles, he was tangled in green. Who would help him? Poor Mervyn was probably sick as a dogfish. He needs me. Cha-Cha will get a sunburn without me around. And what about Rhoda and Clark? Did Rhoda have her baby guppies? There are probably 1,000 of them. They need me to make guppy bottles and change guppy diapers. Even Fred needs me. I'm the only one who can really talk to that crabby guy. Have they even noticed I'm gone? Does anyone miss me? I started to cry. And that's not easy for a fish to do. Day 14. After a long, sad night, there was a whoosh and a splash and a clank and a plunge. And I was suddenly sprayed in the face by bulbs. Mr. Bubbles gurgled a happy tune. Rhoda and Clark raced by me like 2 speedboats, followed by 12 of the cutest baby guppies you've ever seen. Mervyn waved his tail at me from the nice clean glass of our enormous tank, and Cha-Cha sat happily beneath her umbrella. I think even Fred missed me. We were back together and I looked around. I realized I was part of a big family. I guess I must have smiled because Clark said, "You look happy." I wanted to see for myself. Where's the mirror? I asked. What mirror? Said Clark. We don't have a mirror, said Fred. No mirror? No wonder I didn't look like myself. It wasn't me I was seeing. Her name is Gracie, and she's the color of a fresh tangerine. She's a Pisces, just like me. And today we're going to swim around the tank together. Twice. And that's the end of our story this morning.
Well, that was a wonderful story, Tim. And so now get your laughs and giggles out before we have a time of contemplation and quiet. I love the guppy diapers. That was pretty good. As Barb mentioned, today is All Souls Day, the day after Halloween. And today is the day when we remember the souls in our lives from many aspects. As we prepare for a time of quiet and sinking into our bodies and spirits, we hear these words from Susan Brown. Welcome all the saints. Welcome all you saints. Yes, you are saints. All of you are saints. For it is not by perfection that we are sainted. Rather, it is by our actions. It is not by perfection that we are sainted. Rather, it is by our presence. It is not by perfection that we are sainted. Rather, it is by our giving. It is not by perfection that we are sainted. Rather, it is by our living. It is not by perfection that we are sainted. Rather, it is by our gathering together in love, with love, to become a nurturing, welcoming, healing, and faithful community. Welcome to all you saints. And on this All Saints' Day, we call into our minds and hearts all those saints who have blessed our lives, those in our family, those who are our friends, those we may have worked with or volunteered with or crafted with or spent time with in sports, those who are a part of our community, whether our community of faith or other aspects of community that we take advantage of, those who are unnamed and maybe even unknown, but have crossed our paths and blessed us with a smile by helping us to bear our burdens. For those who have shown us strength and courage and wisdom, we give thanks.
Like a tree, I will bend when the wind comes to call. Like a flower, I will turn to the light. Like a stream, I will flow round the stone in my path. Like a rock, I will stand for what's right. Like a tree, I will bend when the wind comes to call. Like a flower, I will turn to the light. Like a stream, I will flow round the stone in my path. Like a rock, I will stand for what's right. Like a tree, I will bend when the wind comes to call. Like a flower, I will turn to the light. Like a stream, I will flow round the stone in my path. Like a rock, I will stand for the right.
Thank you so much for that, Cindy. We are so blessed to have your talent and your creativity in creating chants for us, and that was beautiful. So again, welcome back to Standard Time, All Souls Day. I hope that perhaps unlike Barb, you enjoyed those extra minutes of cozy time this morning. I did. And it is amazing to me that here we are at November already. And this year, the cliche of time flying by is both true and problematic. I can't believe that we are only 55 days away from Christmas, and a few short days after that, we will pass into 2021. I know a lot of us are praying that 2021 is better than this year. Every prayer and good thought is, I'm sure, focused on hoping that we will be moving into a time that feels more normal or usual or regular or predictable or something. And of course, some of that depends, at least again for some of us, on the results of Tuesday's election in the US. It's amazing to me sometimes how loud the United States is in the life of Canada, but there you are. It just hasn't seemed to end this year, this year of anomalies and odd occurrences. Sometimes it is seemed to me to be a process of just getting by and pushing through, and hence slogging on in a challenging situation that has called for us to keep going through change after uncertainty, after delay, and after disappointment. It can be hard to find the silver lining in the COVID cloud. Our bodies, they say, are primed for fight or flight in the face of danger and threat. And the only problem with that is in the face of ongoing risk, we're just not good at dealing with short-term fear. We're good at dealing with short-term fear and peril, but we are not so prepared to maintain a state of readiness, emergency preparedness, and vigilance for months at a time. We need to take some time away and take care of ourselves. And it's been months since we went somewhere without our face coverings. It's become a habit to travel with hand sanitizer and to squirt a blob of that stuff on your palm as you enter or leave a store or your home or your car. Just when it seemed we might see the light at the end of the tunnel, or at least what we hoped was going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, the infection numbers again soared, and we have been asked to move into, again, greater isolation for our own safety and for the well-being of others. Canadians are good people. We want to be helpful and compliant and caring and responsive and safe. We try to be respectful and vigilant and keep our correct social distance, even when we are with our friends and family. Yeah, I know some people push the boundaries of that. Of course, they're out there. But, when I look around, it's really the minority. And even at that, we just get tired of slogging along, of making the effort again and again, of doing things and not seeing the results that we want, of being frustrated by what we wish we could do but cannot. The gym is closed. Our water fitness classes have been canceled. Theaters are blacked out. It goes on and on and on. I want to be a good person just like you do. And I noticed the other day when I went into the grocery store, I forgot my mask. And I was really surprised that the person at the door didn't say something to me when in the middle of the dairy section, I suddenly wondered, why are people looking at me? And I reached up and went, oh, I forgot my mask. And I felt like the world's worst person. So I hurried up and threw 3 more things in my cart and rushed out. And I've really worked diligently since then to remember to put my mask on. I think it's a habit, but maybe it's not quite a habit yet. Canadians are creative people, and as we've gone through this process, we've developed new interests and returned old ones to pass the time. I read yesterday that sewing is experiencing a resurgence, and we know that we heard at the first of the pandemic about people turning to bread baking and experiencing new recipes. We've discovered the wealth of resources available on the web, concerts, theater productions, radio plays, chat groups, and special interest groups. Board games and family entertainment based at home are once again more popular. People are walking more, biking more, exercising at home. And with precautions, we've been able to go out to eat, go to school, and shop at businesses that have reopened. And Canadians are practical people. Canadians keep calm and carry on. It's even on the biscuit tins. We know that the current emergency situation will not last forever. And sometimes we even comfort ourselves by repeating that old adage, this too shall pass. As we take care of our business and we live each day getting things done that need to be done, and we are resilient. And yet, if you're like me, there are days when we just don't feel so cheerful or hopeful or positive. We mourn what we can't do, who we can't see, or where we can't go. We complain that it's taking too long. We cope, positively or not so positively. We eat, zone out in front of the TV, spend money, grieve our losses. It's okay to spend a bit of a time whinging and vegging out, of course. It's human and we all do it once in a while. But we are happier overall when we live with hope in our hearts, when we breathe deeply on and focus on what can be instead of what can't, at least not right now. And I love the other version of that great old saw, keep calm and chive on. I was talking to a friend the other day who said, it's just the uncertainty. I like it when life is more predictable. And while I really understood what he was trying to say, when I thought about it more, I thought, that's really an illusion. The truth is, life is never truly certain. I'm sure we have all experienced life-changing events that happened in the blink of an eye, things we could not have ever predicted. And each of us, of course, reacts differently to stressful situations. When life is usually, we like to think of it as having more certainty and predictability, and there are things we do rely on. The sun comes up and sets every day. The seasons change. But the routines and habits of our lives are really only our ways of trying to build in certainty and predictability, to create a more comfortable way of being for ourselves. And they do help to buffer and protect us from life's storms, but they don't eliminate them. They don't take away all of the things that can go awry. So as we carry on, it's important for us to continue to put our focus on taking care of ourselves and our community. It's a time to check in on one another and extend ourselves in connection with one another. It's time to remember our best habits to keep our body and mind and spirit on the plus side by doing our best at sleeping and exercising and eating well. It's time to give each other and ourselves a break. Frankly, to extend more than just a bit of grace to one another and to ourselves, to be patient with each other and with the me that's there. It's a time to be good to yourself and to be good to others. Of all of the things we can be at this time, I think the most important is just to be kind. Canadians are hopeful people. We know that our current situation will not last forever, though the consequences of these times and the fallout may be with us for a period of time to come. Eventually, there will be a vaccine, which may make it easier for us to gather in person and move through the world in ways that are more familiar or pleasing to us. It may allow us to travel again. Who knows? We continue to find new ways to do business, enjoy entertainment, share our lives, and recreate holidays and special days and events and rites and rituals. Tough times, they say, help to make resilient people, and Canadians are resilient people. You can't live in the North without developing some stick-to-itiveness and resourcefulness. With the support and connection we have with one another, we will find our way through to the next reality, whatever that may be. And I know, again, that there will be slumps and down times. Finding your own unique strategies for building joy into your life on a daily basis can help us get through these kinds of times. It's important to seek out and nurture those moments when we are amazed by beauty, awed by nature, touched by kindness, and blessed by the love and encouragement of our friends and family. Sometimes we have to give ourselves a bit of a nudge when we feel alone or disconnected. We have to be the one that picks up the phone, sends an email, asks for what we need, even if we do it subtly by saying, I just wonder how you are doing. Slog on as we must, and remember also to, while slogging on, lift your eyes up to see more than just the step ahead. Extend grace and patience and kindness to yourself and anticipate the next moment with joy and gratitude and happiness. All of those ancient teachings about the importance of those perspectives on life are coming back to show us that they were right all along. Find reasons to laugh out loud. Wear bright colors. Get the support you need by asking for what you need. Help others. There's nothing that takes us out of ourselves and our own misery faster than being of help to one another. Smile, even though you have your mask on. So, though troubles wait at every turn, I know, I and we can go on. Friends, take my hand. Keep calm and carry on.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for its soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for its soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for its soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole.
We close with these words from Cynthia Landrum. We leave this gathered community, but we don't leave our connection, our concerns, our care for each other, our service for each other, to the world and to our faith continues until we are together again. Be strong, be well, be true, be loving.
Oh, we ain't got a very